Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to change a tire on your Nissan Sentra. Customer's got a flat tire, called us out to change it, and I'm going to show you how we get it done. Okay, so Nissan Sentra looks like a rental car because it's got a little sticker in the window, no smoking. Oh, we see the cigarettes in there though, huh? Oh, I bet he's not smoking in there though, right? We're at the Amazon Fulfillment Center over here, and Tampa, and it looks like my man got himself a screw right there. Now that is not good, because from this little tread mark out and from this little tread mark in on the other side, you can't plug that tire. Now it's a rental car, so it doesn't matter to him, but it may matter to you. If you have a screw in this location, you don't want to plug it here because it may have a blowout later. Okay, other than that, what we want on the back driver side, so our jack location is going to be right here, right where that metal is at on the lower rocker panel, what they call the pinch weld. You'll usually see these two notches like that go up. That's where your jack, where you're going to place the base of your jack. You can use the factory jack, a floor jack, you know, whatever you got, but it has to go in this spot. It has extra metal right here so it won't bend. And then if you were doing the front, it would be the same on the front. You'd find the same little indentation, the two little humps that go up, and that lets you know where the jack goes. Like, say this is the front, right? You'd see right here, we've got the two little humps that go up on the pinch weld of the rocker panel underneath the door on this vehicle, and that is your two jacking locations for this vehicle. All right guys, so you want to open up your vehicle and you want to come down here to this third pedal all the way to the left. That is your emergency brake. Go ahead and push that all the way down, and it should stay down. And then when you want to release it, you're just going to push it again and it comes back up. So push it down, it stays. Push it again, it comes up. Okay, so push this one down and let it stay there, and then pop your trunk. Okay, then pop your trunk. Under your carpet down here, you're gonna find your spare tire kit, has your jack and all that stuff. Go ahead and pull this flooring out if you would, and just kind of set it up against the car there, and go ahead and get all your stuff out. Right, so what we got here is a factory lug wrench. That's gonna get your lug nuts off. You can go ahead and just put that on like so. You want to get these cracked loose before you start jacking the vehicle up off of the ground. So just grab a hold of it like so and crank it counterclockwise like that. And it should come off pretty easy, but if you can't get it off, if it's on too hard, just use your leg instead of your arm and just put your foot into it like so, and then just push down, and that usually gets it broke loose pretty easily. Okay, so next, go ahead and unscrew your spare tire. It's held in with this little plastic screw thing here. And then you can go ahead and get this out, okay? Now once you have that out, just step on it to see if it's firm. If it's firm, that means you have air in it. If it's not firm, it means you need to put air in it. Hopefully you have an air compressor. All right, next, you'll get your factory jack out. Should be held in with this little clip thing here. Just pull that up and off like so. And you'll see it has a little crank end, and it is a scissor jack. And it says do not get underneath it, and all sorts of stuff, right? So what you're gonna do is set this down here, and then by hand, go ahead and crank it up a little bit to open it up, because it's hard to do once, you know, it's hard to do if you don't go ahead and start it. So now that you have that, go ahead and get it in here where your pinch weld's at, and just crank it up like so, right? And then bada boom, you got it right where it should be, right? Now what you want to do is grab your crank here that they have in the little styrofoam kit. That's going to go on here like so, and then you're going to take your lug wrench that has this little square in it, and you're going to put that in to that and crank just like this. It's best if you stand like this if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, stand opposite, but put your right hand onto the crank like this, or your left hand onto the crank like this, your right hand onto the lug wrench, and then just crank it up. All right. Now that we got it off of the ground, I didn't get all of our lugs loose, but I should still be able to do it. Yep. There we go. And then we'll just crank all these off. Alright guys, well, I'm out in this hot Florida sun, so I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use an impact. This is a 21mm socket, 18 volt Milwaukee impact. You can get this at Home Depot. And I'm just going to run these off. Okay, now that we got that off, we'll just roll our spare tire into position. We'll lift it up and slide it over the wheel studs, push it in flush and tight, and then we're going to take our lug nuts and we're going to put those on by hand, going righty-tighty, and we'll just spin those on like so. Then we can take our lug wrench. Then we can take our lug wrench and tighten the lugs, like so, cranking clockwise to tighten them, and using a cross pattern so it seats the wheel correctly to the hub. Okay, boom. Now, once you have them all tight, you can go ahead and crank the vehicle back down. By cranking it counterclockwise. Always make sure you're jacking on a flat, solid ground. You don't want to be changing this tire, you know, in the mud, but I guess you got to do it wherever you got to do it. Some of you guys are going to have to do it in the snow. Some are going to have to do it in the rain, but, you know, try to get it as secure as you can, because you don't want this thing to fall over. They will fall over very easily. So always set the emergency brake and always try to get the most flat, solid ground you can. All right, got all our tools back off. Go ahead and take our lug wrench and tighten it more. Still using the cross pattern, like so. And then to give it that extra tightness that you want, just put it like so, put your foot into it, and push it around. Legs are way stronger than arms. There we go. Man, it's hot out here. Woo! It's the end of February and it's already getting hot. sound you want to hear when you're putting it on, because then you know for sure you got it pretty tight there. All right, then I'm going to check it with this impact just to make sure. Oh, my battery's breaking. Yeah, they didn't move that much, so good to go. Got plenty of air in it. All right, we'll go ahead and put everything back in the kit. How it goes. Bing, bang, boom. Put this back in here. Put our flat in the back. Oh, he's got another big old bolt right here too. Look at that. So I got one there and then a screw there on a rental car. I don't know if he has any others, but all right, so just put that in there. I always put it under this stuff because if you put it on top of this flimsy little thing, it'll usually bend it up. So it's better just to put it all in like that and let it look messy but not damage anything, you know? All right, there it is. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Most of all, I hope it was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop me a comment at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe. I really need you guys' support. I need some subs in there. So, you know, if you like what you saw and it was helpful, I know you're probably never going to look at another video of mine. I mean, it's roadside stuff. You only need it for this one tire change. But if I helped you out, go ahead and subscribe. Help me out. Let me get that subscription count up. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now. Much appreciated. Bye.